All right, let's continue with the lower half. I got my guy tucked a little bit so you can really see what's going on down here at the very bottom of my page. Real good. So we're going to continue with our legs. And the first bone we're going to draw is the femur, and it's going to snuggle up into your hips. So I'm going to draw a line for my femur. And for this line, you need to make sure that it is longer than your humerus because this is the longest bone in your body. If this line is the exact same as your humerus, then it's too short. Remember, these are long, long bones. These femurs are really, really long, and they snuggle into your hip. So we want to draw a little ball right there because it's a joint that has a little ball that fits into your hip, and that's why it moves like that. And then down here, a couple of them. And make that bone nice and thick because, like I said, that is our biggest bone. That is our biggest bone in our body. Okay, and that's our femur. And we're going to go ahead and label our femur F-E-M-U-R. Okay, sorry, that's not a very good F. There we go. Sometimes it looks like a P. It's an F. Sometimes when we draw with crayons and write with crayons, it can be challenging. F-E-M-U-R. All right, and then I'm going to put my little kneecap right here. And this is where it's going to get kind of fun. You can bend your knee. A lot of times kids are like, well, I'm going to put my foot there. No, because again, remember, this is the upper part of your leg, your thigh, and your femur is at your thigh. And then we have the lower part, just like we did with our hand, with our arms. We have the humerus up here and the radius and ulna and the lower part. Well, your leg is set up the same way. You've got the upper part of your leg, your knee, and then the lower part. And the lower part has two bones in it. Like the lower part of your arm does, surprise. And it also has to be the same length as your femur, okay? It needs to be as long as your femur. And those are two bones, so make sure you're drawing two lines. And this is where you can have some fun drawing. See, now I'm kicking back up here like I'm doing a little dance or a little jump. It's my skeleton in action. Maybe he's saying, pass me the basketball and getting ready to jump up and get it. Who knows? Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and color that in. And again, with these are like the upper ones. You don't need to make them as thick as the femur. Okay. There we go. Good. And we're going to label those, and they are the tibia and fibula. So one is the tibia and one is the fibula. So T-I-B-I-A, tibia, okay? And then fibula, F-I-B-U-L-A, tibia and fibula. Now, for the feet, it's kind of like when we were talking about the hands where you have a lot of different, oops, where am I at? You have a lot of different bones in this part. In your feet, you have a lot of different bones too. There's just so many of them that I just draw little dots for them, okay? I'm just drawing a bunch of little dots. And then I'm going to do the same thing for my toes that I did for my fingers. I'm going to give each toe 3 little dots, but this time they're truly going to be dots because it's like 1, 2, 3. Like there's my big toe because our toes are so little. So just use dots. And there's my little toes. You can see my little toes sticking out. So I'm going to do that over here too. And I ran off the page again. All right. And those little toes, those little bones in your toes, they're also called phalanges, just like the phalanges up here. It's the same name. So Phalanges. And that is your skeleton in action. And if you were like me, you pressed so hard you broke your crayon inside the thing. So that's what we did today. Make sure everything's got its label because I'm looking for not only a skeleton in action, and yours, you don't have to have your skeleton in the same pose as me, but I should see all the different pieces from the pelvis all the way up and then all the way down. Each bone should be represented, okay? Great job, you guys. I can't wait to see your skeletons in action.